We at Resilience Unscripted would like to thank Breaking Barriers Recovery Home for sponsoring this week's episode.
This week's episode of Resilience Unscripted is sponsored by PK Law Group.
Welcome back for another episode of Resilience Unscripted. Today we're here with Alex Gaudette for episode 29. Time's flying the fuck by, isn't it?
Yes.
When you're having fun.
100%.
So introduce yourself.
My name's Alex Gaudette. I'm from Charlestown. I'm going to be 37 years old this year. What else do we want to know?
You tell us. This is your time to shine.
I just celebrated 4 years.
Good for you.
Clean, January 18th.
Good.
Which is huge. I'm a father of two, one on the way. So, which is huge for me, especially a person like me.
I know.
Who's never shown up to be a parent or even for myself for a very long time. And today, that's not the case.
Well, now you show up all the time.
All the time. Commitments.
That's
Commitments
right.
is everything.
And you're getting married.
And I'm getting married.
And I better be the flower girl.
Yes.
Yeah, that's like, I keep saying it to everybody who's getting married. I'm like, I want to be the flower girl. They're like, you're not 12 or 10 or 8, Marissa. Like that time has passed.
Yes.
But I better be invited to the wedding.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Because little Gia might have to be the flower girl.
Yeah, I would think that would be the appropriate
Yes.
choice. I'm just kidding. But tell us and walk us through your journey of how you got started in your recovery and then take us to where you are now currently and things that are happening like current.
Okay. So
let's go back to the very beginning.
Very beginning. Started using very young. I want to say 13 or 14, drinking, doing pills, all that. And then it progressed into me starting to shoot heroin at 17 years old.
Okay.
And then 17, we'll fast forward all the way to my 30s. And between that time, I've had 22 overdoses, 2 heart attacks.
Jesus Christ.
Yes. And led to me being homeless on Mass Ave.
Okay.
That's where my journey took me. I don't wish that upon anybody. Yeah, it was crazy. Lived out homeless on Mass Ave for almost a couple of years, I want to say.
Okay.
And then what happened was now I totally believe it's a God shot. My mother called me out of nowhere. I had MRSA, COVID,
Jesus.
and I was kicking heroin. She asked me if I wanted to go to the hospital and get clean this time around. So I went to Salem Hospital, stayed there, took care of the MRSA and COVID. Literally with the clothes on my back, my mother asked me if I wanted to go to Georgia. So that's what I did. I ended up hopping on a bus. It was a day and a half fucking bus ride, still fucking hurting, sick, with the clothes on my back, and checked into a program. And it was the best thing I ever did for myself. I stayed in treatment for 22 months.
So you stayed in Georgia for 22 months?
No, I stayed in Georgia for 3 years.
Wow. Okay. How did you like it?
I absolutely loved it. Program, really hard. It's a behavior modification program, but that's what I needed.
Yeah.
Because I was living in inhumane conditions for so long, living on Mass Ave. I needed that restart completely.
Right.
You know?
Why Georgia? Was it just like...
My cousin graduated from the program. He's also an addict. He talked to my mother and said that it was a good program. He graduated from there, and he's been clean ever since.
It's funny because my cousin went to Georgia to get clean. I don't know what facility, but he's from East Boston, and he went to Georgia. And I never understood what the reasoning was to just pick Georgia, like out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So they must have some really good treatment centers.
Yes, but at the same time, I know, I can't say I think, I know I was ready this time around because I've also been to, let's see, treatment in Texas, treatment all up and down the North Shore, South Shore of Mass, numerous of detoxes. I remember the first detox I went to was Quincy on the Island when I was 17. And that's been
How
shut
was
down
that?
a long time.
What do they call that island?
I don't even know. What is
Tim,
it?
can we find out what that's called? That was the one that they just took the bridge down, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of people I know went there.
Yeah.
And they liked it, but it was rough.
Yeah, but I went to the juvenile one that was up the top by itself. Yeah.
Oh.
That's how long ago it was.
Okay. So that's a little different.
Yeah.
Okay.
Way different.
We got the gist of that one. Okay. So Georgia was a better choice.
Yes.
That was like the set in stone plan. You were going to go there. You worked the program. You stayed there 3 years. What was it like coming back to Massachusetts?
I want to say.
Did you feel like nervous to come back?
Different. Was I nervous? Yes. Yeah. But honestly, me working a program this time around, because also I didn't tell you, while I was in the program for 22 months, I got a sponsor, worked the steps. So I had complete confidence in myself.
Yeah.
When I came back, and before I even actually came back, I actually signed up to be on a committee to throw a convention.
Okay.
Which was good. So literally the day I came back, I was already involved in AA.
Yeah.
And doing what I needed to do. And then I want to say within the first month of being back, I found another sponsor, started working the steps. I've been procrastinating on the steps this time around. I'm not going to fucking lie. I know my sponsor would get on me if I said that I was perfect. I am not perfect.
Honesty's the best policy.
Always. Yeah, it was completely different moving back this time, and everything was like a God thing. I went to school to become a clinical therapist. So when I came back, I became a clinical therapist.
Mm-hmm.
I work at a facility now. And everything that's lined up, I have to literally just put it in God's hands.
So you've become very religious.
Yes.
That's good.
Yes.
Because a lot of people do the spiritual or the religion route.
Mm-hmm.
I'm more spiritual.
Yeah.
And I think it's just taking me time to find like what pathway of a religion I want to follow. Because I was raised Catholic, but I don't necessarily believe in everything Catholic. Yeah. I like the fact that you're sticking with what you believe in. Because people will jump to whatever fits their narrative of like what they're looking for. What are you following currently?
Christianity.
Good.
Which is huge for me, because I was raised Irish Catholic,
mm-hmm.
like I said, because I'm from Charlestown. But I needed something to change this time around, and AA and NA is a spiritual program.
Right.
People don't realize that. Like, I didn't even realize that, because I've been in and out of AA and NA since I was 17. I'm going to be 37 now. And I always thought the meetings were about sitting in the back, see who I could talk to female-wise, or doing this, who can I hook up with, da-da-da-da-da, all that shit.
I'm glad people have outgrown that.
Yes.
Yeah.
And today, that's not the case. Like, I go to the meeting to show that the program works. I see that the program works in my life today.
Right.
You know? And long as I know I can give that sick and suffering addict that little glimmer of hope is fucking huge for me, because I was that broken person too when I first came in this time around.
So it's about giving back.
Yes.
What have you been doing as of lately to help give back?
I have a sponsee. I have a sponsor. I actually own 3 sober houses.
Good for you.
Which is huge.
Very proud of you.
Thank you. That's literally, like I said, another God thing. Like, the way that it lined up, the way that everything happened, is all due to me staying clean, working a fucking program,
right,
and like doing what I need to do.
Now, these guys who come into the program, do you feel that you're kind of guiding them? Like, how hands-on are you when it comes to the residents? Do you feel like you're sponsoring them in a way?
I do, but I don't, right? Because everybody's pathway to recovery is different.
Right.
And I just try to meet people where they're at. And the big thing is, I don't live at the houses, so I let the house managers mostly be more hands-on than me, just because how does it look, just a guy that comes in once a week, try to tell people what to do,
Right.
when, yes, I've told them about my history and how I did it, but I truly tell them it's up to them. Like living and sober living is the last bridge to bridge the gap between living on your own and programming.
Right.
So it's either you're gonna get it here or you're not, but you need to be able to put in the work.
So how many beds do you have between all three?
58.
Good. And the guys who come through, do any of them personally try to have you, like, oh, will you be my sponsor? Have you had that?
Yes, I've had a couple of them ask me, but I don't do it just because I don't want them to feel some type of way if I'm calling them out on their shit too much.
Yeah. But you're building good rapport with them.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sure. And the way that, like I said, when I was in the program in Georgia, it's never about the simpler, softer way, right? And for me, get your ass to a fucking meeting, dude.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people that I see in Massachusetts these days, a lot of it's just a pat on the back. Hey, you'll be okay. But you need to remember, you need to be able to put the work in. Because the change needs to come from the inside, not the outside. The external is always going to change. And when I finally started to realize that is when I really started to dig in and started doing the internal work.
How many meetings do you go to a week?
3. Have I been slacking? Absolutely.
Well, life kind of takes over. But you're
Yes.
still going.
Yes.
And you have a home group.
Yeah. And a
Okay.
sponsor.
Good.
And my sponsor has a sponsor, and my sponsor's sponsor has a...
It's like a therapist has a therapist. Yeah. What do you think about recovery coaching? Do you think it's beneficial, or do you feel that it's now taking over sponsors?
I think that recovery coaching is great. Does it take over sponsorship? It shouldn't. Because recovery coaching is just literally help you bridging the gap to find resources in recovery and showing them where meetings are, introducing them to people. Do I think that they should be their sponsor? No.
Right.
Because it's too much of a personal relationship. And sometimes personal relationships can get in the way of calling people out on their shit when they are fucking up.
Agreed.
You know what I mean? And that's why I always tell people you need to find connection. The only way to combat the disease of addiction is a 2-part answer, 1 word: connection. Connection with your higher power, connection through people.
Right.
You know?
How did you like going through schooling to become a clinician?
I loved it.
Where'd you go?
First time I ever got all A's in my fucking life.
Good.
Literally.
That's good.
Yes, I went to UMass.
Okay. And how long of a program was that?
18 months.
Okay. So now I know why mine's taking a lot longer, because I just take breaks in between. Just go a semester, leave, come back, leave.
Yeah, I did it
with
all
the
at
flow.
once.
Good.
And like, I wanted it so much this time because 2, 1, people in Massachusetts, when they signed up for it, a lot of them got it paid for through, what is it called?
It's like when you go back to school.
Yeah, they paid for it. Me,
Yeah.
I actually had to pay out of pocket.
Really?
Yes.
Why?
$500 a class. I lived in Georgia.
That's right. But you did it.
Yeah,
And you graduated with all A's.
always.
So did you make the dean's list? You had to.
I had to have.
You obviously
Yeah.
did. Yeah. And that's a big achievement.
Yeah.
Did you drop out of high school?
Yes.
Same.
Got my GED.
Same. And I used to fail classes that I hated. Loved science.
Yeah.
Loved English. Hated history. Could have gave a fuck less about math. Got into college, and that's the first time I've ever made a dean's list.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I went to East Boston High School.
You did?
Yeah, I dropped out. Well, let me rephrase that. I got kicked out, got sent to the Barron Center, got kicked out of the Barron Center, and then I went to some school in Roxbury.
How did you end up in East Boston?
Boston Public Schools.
I know, but wouldn't they send you to Charlestown?
No, Boston Public Schools.
Oh, that's
You can go
great.
As long as you sign up. You can
How'd
have
you
free
like
choices.
East Boston?
I loved it. It was different.
Did you miss Albano?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's great, isn't he?
Of
Well, he
course.
was great. God
Yeah,
rest his soul.
Yeah?
Yeah. He wouldn't let me go there.
No?
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah.
I tried. My father begged. He was like, please let her go to East Boston High. And they were like, nope, she's got to go to Winthrop. Now we
You're
know.
probably better off.
No, hated Winthrop. It was horrible, but like I think my mentality is East Boston. My family's East Boston. We migrated to Winthrop. So my like heart and soul is over the bridge that way. And I probably would have gotten along better with the students there if I went to East Boston High because it's a little more rugged. Winthrop, Winthrop's a little more like, no offense to anybody from Winthrop, but like preppy and like, you know, some people are a little bit pansy-ish and I'm more like, okay, let's go. So I think East Boston would have been a good choice, but yeah, it never happened. He wouldn't take me as a, I don't know, maybe he just wouldn't take me because of my father giving him hell, but who knows? Yeah, I wasn't allowed to go there. So what year did you drop out?
I couldn't even remember.
Halfway through?
10th grade, maybe?
Okay, so I believe I was like the end of 10th grade. Yeah.
Well, you got to remember too, right? Because like I said, I fast forward a lot. I moved around a lot too. Like I went to high school in Florida, high school in Colorado, high school at Masconomet Regional High School in
Kind of going
Oxford, Middleton, and Topsfield.
Oxford's nice.
Yeah.
So you just went everywhere. You went
Yes.
all over. But what was it your family moving or was it just you picking up and
Them moving me to try and keep me out of situations, to try and help me. But at the end of the day, I always brought myself with me and would always fuck it up.
It's what we do.
Yeah.
Mental health and addiction wise, we just keep going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know? And it just changed completely this time around. You know what I mean? When I stopped playing the victim and realizing I was a volunteer.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I like that.
Is a big difference.
Good reel right there.
Yeah.
So what were the steps you took to stop being a victim? So we can teach people who want to grow and want to put down the substance. Let's lay it out. How did you stop being a victim? And
for me,
the
12 steps.
Okay.
And AA and NA is a 12-step program. AA and NA is a 12-step program.
So all 12 steps.
I would always lose sight of that and just thought AA and NA was about the meetings. It's not.
No, you have to work every step.
Yeah.
Have you gone back and redone the steps?
That's what I'm doing right now.
Okay.
I finished the steps. I did them NA the first time when I was in Georgia.
Yeah.
This time I have an AA sponsor.
Okay. Which pathway do you like better?
I think I like both of them, honestly. I don't think that there is really... So I'll say it this way. Like I've tried AA before in the past. I just was cut off from the spirit, so I didn't get much out of it the first time.
Okay.
Or a couple times I tried it. NA was a workbook, a step guide that helped me because I had severe ADD. It's a lot better now, where it just asks you questions, literally, to help you bring you through the steps with my sponsor. But that's what I needed at first. This time around, because I'm doing AA, I'm a lot more open.
Right.
So now I think that both of them have helped me tremendously.
Which way are you sponsoring your sponsee?
AA.
And how's that going for them?
Good.
Good.
Really good.
So with going through it now this time, do you see big differences between the steps?
Yes. Like I'm getting a lot more in depth, a lot more creative with trying to change the internal things and bring stuff to light that I totally could have either forgot about or didn't even, because our brain's a crazy thing, right? Mm-hmm. Especially when it comes to trauma. We like to push it to the side and forget about it. And that's the crazy thing about our brain. Like we will forget the worst of the worst. And that's why I always love to say, I was homeless on Mass Ave. I shot heroin for 17 years, 22 overs, 2 heart attacks. I have to remember that shit. Right. I can forget very easily. And I always have to keep that up at the forefront, you know?
What step are you currently working on?
Step 8.
Okay. Explain that to our viewers.
So I am making a list of people that I've harmed and became willing to make amends to them all. Okay. So my sponsor is having me write letters right now that I've been procrastinating completely because it's making me take more in-depth look at myself right now And I think, too, because of everything that happened since December. So those that you don't know, I actually ended up burying my brother in recovery.
I'm sorry.
My brother passed away December 4th. We buried him the 13th. But gifts of recovery. I didn't have to get fucking high over it,
Right.
which is huge,
That's a big
especially for an
thing.
addict like me. You
Yeah.
know, it was able to be paid for everything. I was able to be there for my family, which is the first,
Right.
because usually I'm never there. You know what I mean?
Now, does addiction run in your family?
Yes.
Okay. So it's like my family.
Yeah.
Parents as well?
My mother.
Okay. How is she feeling now, seeing you do all these great things? It must be like a huge weight off her shoulder.
Yeah. She's
You know.
very, very, very happy and excited for me,
That's good.
because she sees the change that I've changed and done literally a 360. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like I used to always say, I used to love being in the chaos. Today, that's not the case.
Well, some of us thrive in chaos.
Thrive in chaos, you know, and I still can, but now I just use it in a good way instead
Right.
of a bad.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? What's your 5-year plan?
To keep thriving in my career and just become more spiritually grounded,
Okay.
which is the biggest thing for me, because I know my recovery is literally based on how spiritual I am that day.
Mm-hmm.
So it's all about my spiritual foundation. And still being a great dad. And I say still because I wasn't for a long time, and I know that's not the case today.
Mm-hmm. So you have an older son.
Yes.
And then
12
G.
this year.
Gia.
Yep.
And then
yep,
a baby on the way.
Yes. So I have my junior, that Alex Jr., obviously. He'll be 12 in August. Then I got Gia, who's going to be 2 in October. And then
She kills me.
Yes.
When I see all the videos of her running around the house, I die. I'm like, this little girl reminds me of me when I was a baby.
Yeah. She's crazy. And I love it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm just so happy that, like, I can be there this time around. Because, like, for my son, that wasn't the case.
How is he taking it?
He's doing very well. You know what I mean? I usually have him on the weekends. I know he has off from school this week, so he's going to come in the middle of the week, stay until Sunday. That's what happens when you are a participating parent in a kid's life, which is huge, because I wasn't for a very long time. I chose shooting heroin over being a father for a long time.
How is he around the baby?
Great.
That's good.
Yes.
So there's no, like, weird...
No.
Yeah.
When right before we found out Maria was pregnant with Gia, my son put on his Christmas list that he wanted a brother or a sister.
Oh, that's so cute.
So right after that, guess what we had?
A sister.
Yep, he had a sister. And then he put it on his Christmas list again this year. Guess what we have?
He's
we have
gonna...
a boy on the way.
Oh.
So I told him he needs to stop putting it on his Christmas list.
Were you supposed to tell everybody that?
What?
That you have a boy on the way?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anything announced about the gender, so...
Oh, I don't know if we put the gender on there, but...
Oh, boy.
Whatever.
Well, I want to check. We might want to check that, because I don't know if you were supposed to say that, but okay. Well, that's good though, because like some kids can't, like, for my sake, obviously we know I have a sister. That's not a part of my life, but my sister couldn't accept the fact that my dad was in my life and not her life, and she like resents me and him for it. So I love the fact that your son's able to be there and be a part of your family and feel like connected to his sibling. That's the way it should be, you know, and like he sees you doing well. So that's probably like really making him proud too. And like he's able to be like, wow, look, my dad's like doing so good and like has all this stuff going for him. And, you know, he's young. So like that's something to look up to.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Which is huge, you know. And I just got to remember when I was 11 years old, because I tend to forget.
Yeah. What were you doing at 11 years old?
Acting fucking crazy. Nothing like him, totally the opposite. Like, he's a good boy. Like, he does really well in school. Just likes to play video games and not really do much.
He's a typical child. And that's good.
Which is good.
Yeah.
Me, I was out getting in trouble at 11 years old.
I don't remember what I was doing at 11 years old.
Acting crazy.
Probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's your 5-year plan. Anything else?
Honestly, no, because I know long as I just keep praying on it and keep putting my words into action, everything's going to keep aligning itself.
My famous question.
Yeah.
You look puzzled. You're like, what is this broad going to say?
Like I told you, I'm an open book. You can literally ask me anything.
You work in a treatment center.
Yeah.
You have a client that wants to leave.
Yeah.
What do you tell them?
We try to AMA block, which is the biggest thing. Telling them, is it truly worth you leaving? Because people don't realize everybody's dying these days. And it's sad. And like, just like my brother died. You know what I mean? And like, I tell them that, yes, what you're going through might be painful right now, but it does get easy.
It's temporary.
Yeah. You know what I mean? And like I tell everybody, hope. Hold on, pain ends.
Okay. I like that one too.
Yeah. Which is a big thing, you know? And I get it. There is nothing worse than a fucking war going off in your head and battling yourself. Because that's the worst thing about the disease of addiction.
It's an ongoing war.
Well, it talks to you in your own voice in your head. Telling you how much of a shitbag you are, how much you're not worth it, anything like that.
It gaslights you.
Yeah. And it's the furthest thing from the truth. Because I know for me, it took me about 2 years to truly start loving myself. I completely despised the person that was staring back at me in the mirror for a very long time.
Yeah.
You know? But I would always try to find that external validation through other people instead of the internal. Because the internal, once you get the internal validation, you don't give a fuck what anybody thinks about you.
True.
Like me, I don't care what anybody thinks about me today. If you like me, don't like me, that's on you. You know
That's a them problem, not a you problem.
Yes, because at the end of the day, I like everybody. You know what I mean? And I truly believe that. You know what I mean? That one situation or circumstance should not determine the outcome of your life, period. We all do shitty things.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
It makes us human.
That's it.
And we learn from our mistakes.
Yes. And that's the big thing. You just don't keep repeating them.
Right.
Because I fall short on a daily basis. The only thing I do right is I haven't put a mind-altering substance into my body for 4 years.
That's a big thing.
Yeah.
That's really something to be proud of.
For sure.
You know, and now you're paving the way for many men in the North Shore to get their chance to, you know, do right by themselves and to stay clean and sober. I want you to drop the locations of where you have your homes. Let the viewers know.
Okay, so I have a house in Lynn, a house in Malden, and a house in Medford.
And is there any openings?
Yes.
Okay. And how can they get in touch with you? Obviously, your information is going to be at the beginning of the video, but
Yes.
let's talk about the application process. How do they reach you? What is it like?
I just do a phone screening. They call me, we'll set one up for a phone screen, talk to them, try to find out a little bit of history on them, and then if they're serious about their recovery.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And I know everybody's situation is different and everything's circumstantial, especially because usually when people are calling for a bed, they could say one thing, but
Right.
their words ain't aligning with their actions after they show up to the house.
Mm-hmm.
But it's okay too, because I've been that person plenty of times. I would tell you,
That's survival mode.
yes, and tell you something till I'm blue in the face, but yet my actions were saying something fucking completely different.
Right.
I've been that person plenty of times. But the thing is, people need to realize the only person that's really going to help is yourself. But you need to be able to change from the inside out.
So they do a phone screening and then they're able to.
I'll see if I have the availability. And
Okay.
ask them where they would like to go. Usually I start them off at either the Lynn or the Medford house.
Okay.
And then I use Malden as like a step down house.
Okay. I like that. All right. So do you have a website?
Well, just Breaking Barriers Recovery Homes. That's a Facebook page.
Okay.
And then we have an Instagram as well.
Okay. Do you have anything else you want to close with the episode with?
Just that if you are feeling down, reach out. It's only temporary. I get the feeling that you're feeling. I've been there 100 million fucking times. I totally get it. You are loved. We love you. Reach out. We're here for you.
Yeah, absolutely. All right. This wraps up episode 29. Bye.